Hi, welcome along to this festive edition of Barbecue Life UK. My name's Tom, and today we're doing partridge cooked with a pear tree. So we're using a whole partridge today, and the plan is to inject it with a pear and cranberry injection, and then we're going to smoke it over some pear wood. So to make this injection, we're going to start with a whole pear. I've diced it up, we're going to get that into a pan. To that we're going to add half a teaspoon of thyme. We're going to add 1/4 cup of cranberry juice and just let this reduce down. So after about 10 minutes it should start to reduce down. So we'll take this off the heat now, get it into a blender so we can make it smooth. Pour your injection out into a bowl, and then we need to chill it before we can inject it into the partridge. We're adding extra moisture into the partridge as they're quite a small bird and they tend to dry out quite quickly, quite like what a turkey does. So we're just going to pierce through the skin in several places, squirting in the injection. This just adds extra moisture to the meat as well as extra flavour, making sure we get into the legs and thighs as well. And when we're finished, any extra moisture that's got onto the skin we will wipe off before we add our rub. So somehow I managed to lose a clip of actually putting the rub onto the bird. I'm just making sure it's evenly spread. I'm just using my standard poultry rub. So this has got onion powder, garlic powder, thyme and rosemary. We're using lumpwood charcoal today for today's cook, and I've used a whole chimney. We're setting up for indirect cooking today, so I've got 2 baskets in the Weber Master Touch, set either side. We're going to fill them both to the top with an equal amount of charcoal. This gives us an indirect zone in the middle where we're going to put the bird. So I've placed the bird in the middle indirect zone. I've put a temperature probe in there. We're going to take it up to 74 degrees C. I'm expecting that to take about 40 minutes as we've put quite a bit of extra moisture into this bird. And I'm also adding pear wood chunks to the charcoal baskets to give us a nice smoky flavour. So we've reached that 74 degrees C. Let's have a look, see what this bird looks like. It's taken on a beautiful colour. So we're going to take this probe out, take it over to the chopping board. We're going to let it rest before we carve. This bird's taken on a beautiful colour. The skin's tightened up nicely and gone nice and crisp. Let's cut into the breast. Beautifully moist. And the other side cooked to perfection. Partridge can be a wonderful versatile piece of meat. It's not as gamey as pheasant, but it does have a stronger taste than what chicken would have. Let's give this a taste. Let's start with that breast. The sweetness of that pear and cranberry injection we put in there has really come through, and then pair that with the savoury notes from the outside. Balances it out very well. That's really nice. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been really fun to do something different for Christmas. We've got a lot of people doing your turkeys and your rib roasts, things like that, and I thought it would be nice to give a different slant on something that you could do for Christmas. And partridge isn't that hard to get hold of. You can always speak to your butcher or speak to your local game dealer. There's lots of Facebook groups out there. There's especially one called Giving Up the Game, which I'm a member of, where people go on, and if they do have surplus things that they've shot, then it goes onto there and you can pay a small premium towards that person and you get yourself a cracking deal on some really great meat. So if you like what we're doing here at Barbecue Life UK, then please do consider subscribing to the channel. Make sure you like the video, leave me a comment underneath, let me know what you think, and thank you very much for watching.